Hello everyone. Hope you are fine. Let us study the very important topic, which is electric motor. What is an electric motor? An electric motor is a rotating device that converts electrical energy to mechanical energy. Students, please remember this. What it is? A rotating device, which means it rotates and then it converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. Electric motor is used as an important components in many devices. So let us see the examples that have electric motor as one of the component. Electric motor is used as an important component in electric fans, in refrigerators, in mixtures, also in washing machines. It is also used in computers, also in MP3 players, etc. So, this all are the devices in which electric motor is an important component. But have you ever thought that how an electric motor works? So, now let us understand how an electric motor works. Here is the simple diagram of electric motor. Now, let us first see what are the components of an electric motor. So, as shown in the figure, an electric motor consists of a rectangular coil. You can see there is written ABCD, a rectangular part, right? So, that is a coil, and it is coil of insulated copper wire. Okay, it is of what? Insulated copper wire. ABCD is a coil, rectangular coil of insulated copper wire. Now, where is this coil placed? Rectangular coil ABCD is placed between the two poles of a magnetic field. So here we can clearly see two poles of a magnet, N and S. N for North Pole, S for South Pole is shown in the figure. And the rectangular coil is placed in between these two poles, right? But how it is placed? It is placed in such a way that the arm AB, arm means side, side AB and CD are perpendicular to the direction of the magnetic field. Now, this is very important to understand. The rectangular coil is placed in such a way that the sides AB and CD are perpendicular to what? Direction of magnetic field. Right? Now, we know when there are poles of magnet, surely there will be magnetic field, and we know inside the magnet also magnetic field lines are there, where we have learned the magnetic field lines of a bar magnet. There we learned that inside the magnet the direction of magnetic field is from south pole to north pole, and outside the magnet how is it? From north pole to south pole. So if we consider it here, the magnetic field lines will be from south pole to north pole and north pole to south pole. So you can see clearly that the coil is placed perpendicular to the direction of that field, right? Imagine that there are magnetic field lines passing from south to north and north to south. So this rectangular coil is placed perpendicular to what? To the direction of magnetic field. So this we have talked about insulated copper wire, the rectangular sheet, coil, and there are two poles of a magnet. So these things we have learned. Now let us see other components. The third component is a split ring. Now look at the figure carefully and see P and Q. Where are the points P and Q? So that is a split ring, right? And you see, it is not a full circle. Two coils, two different halves are there. It is not a full circular ring, okay? In between there is a space, you can see in the figure, right? So it is a split ring and it has two halves, two different parts, P and Q. Now look at the rectangular coil ABCD. So one end of this rectangular coil is attached with what? P, and another end is attached with Q. And what are this P and Q? P and Q are the points, halves of a split ring, right? In this figure, you can clearly understand what is a split ring, right? Commutator, which is written, that is a split ring. Commutator and split ring both are same, okay? When we'll study further, you will understand it. But this is the figure of split ring. You can see it is a ring, but two halves are there, okay? Now, if we talk about the inner sides of this split ring, inside. So, what it is? Inside this split ring, the parts are insulated and attached to an axle. You can see axle is written. What is an axle? From the figure itself, we can clearly make it out what it is. An axle is a rod which turns and which is helpful for rotation. Okay, so here you will remember that here an axle is a rod which rotates, which turns, and which makes the things to rotate. Okay, so the inner side of this split ring that are insulated, and with what it is attached? It is attached with the axle. Now, the external conducting edges of P and Q. External conducting edges means what? The sides. And conducting edges, the sides which can conduct electricity. Okay, so that sides of P and Q touch two conducting stationary brushes X and Y. So here in the figure where X and Y are shown, that are brushes. Okay, now what are they? They are conducting, which means what? They can conduct electricity, and stationary, they are fixed. Remember this, here the brushes X and Y are stationary. Students, in our further sessions, will learn electric generator also. So electric generator also use this similar components. A little difference is there in between these two, electric motor and electric generator. So here the points which I am telling you, that points please keep in mind so that you don't be confused. Here the brushes X and Y are stationary, which means what? They are fixed, they are not moving, right? And they are conducting sides of P and Q. Okay, so this is all about brushes. So in this figure, you can clearly see how a split ring is attached with two different brushes. Okay, and then this brushes X and Y are attached with the ends of a battery. X brush is attached with the positive terminal of a battery, and Y brush is attached with the negative terminal of battery. In between there is a key. Okay, so this all are the components of electric motor, and we have seen how they are arranged.